would be 11 pounds. Okay? So if you're trying to figure out how to make it work, how to get the trades working, this is the way to do it. You can calculate all of this ahead of time. It's very, very useful. And also, here you can see 21,284 units make 1 pip equal 1 pound. So if I were to enter this in, 21,284, you would see 1 pip equals 1 pound. This is a very good way, and the reason why it doesn't equal the P&L is different is because of the conversion. You got to understand that depending on what you have your account denominated in. Okay, so you can see here that I've got my account in British pounds. That's why it doesn't come out exactly to what you would expect over here with losing 25 pips. It's only because you're transferring from Canadian dollars to US dollars, then to British pounds. Okay, so you've got to, this will also help you get an idea of how the conversion or the conversion process will affect your particular trade. Now, if your account is in US dollars, then you're not really going to have to worry about this. But just keep in mind, the conversion process will affect the overall P&L. So this is a way for you to figure out what you can make or lose and how to get your position size, and also, of course, how to understand Awanda's whole unit calculation. So to review, 10 units is nothing as far as the P&L is concerned. 100 units still is nothing. What you're going to need to do is enter in probably 10,000s or 100,000 units, or multiples of 100,000 units, in order to really get, really get your pip level up where you want it to be. You can see here by trading 100,000 units, I'm trading basically 4 mini lots. Hopefully you can see that. So I can make my calculations and make my plans accordingly. Now, the next thing I want to highlight here is this quote list. You can see that your quote list and mine are probably quite a bit different. You can see when you open up the FX Game account that there are dozens of currency pairs that you can trade. Whoops. So if you click on this F, let me move this over. If you click on the F right here, it's going to bring up this preferences window. Okay, and this quotes tab is going to be selected. Now your screen probably has dozens of quote currency symbols over here in this quote list window. The quote list window is what is going to display on your screen. So whatever you want to display over here, let me move this over just a little bit. Whatever you see over here is going to display on your quote list over here. Now what I did to begin was I just clicked remove all. Okay, that took everybody off. And I entered in a few pairs that I was interested in. First of all, I wanted the EuroCAD because I was going to be trading a Canadian report, and the EuroCAD is quite a bit more volatile than the US CAD. Now, that suits my personal preferences. It may not suit yours, so you've got to be very careful about that. I also wanted to take a look at the Euro Pound, and then, of course, the Euro and the Pound themselves. That's why I have this selection. Now, normally, if I'm not going to be trading a Canadian report, I'm going to remove this now, and then I'm going to remove that. Okay, so that now I'm going to be looking at, and also the Euro Pound. So I would only have the Euro and the Pound on my quote list. If I'm not going to be trading anything else, I don't need to be distracted with other currency pairs. It just doesn't make any sense. Of course, you can select whatever currencies you want. And of course, you can see here there's a whole plethora or plethora, depending on where you live, of currency pairs. Aussie yen, Aussie New Zealand, or Aussie Kiwi, Aussie dollar, the CAD yen, Chief yen, and of course all of the euro pairs. Some of these I don't even know what they are offhand. I'd have to go look them up. But you can see that there are plenty of euro crosses.